We are literally about to leave for the airport in about 3 hours. Wow, look at that. Ooh, that's cool. Ooh, I think that's an envelope. I definitely thought it was a poster for a second. They gave me a Chicago specific one. Wait, that's nice. I was gonna buy a Chicago specific poster when I got there, so this is amazing. I don't know who her creative team is, but they always nail it. This is cool too. They have a tote bag. I was gonna say shirt for a second. No, this is a tote bag. Okay, what is in this box? This is a really nice box. Hang on. Okay, you know what? I think this is my favorite. And that is a good quality. Is there anything else in here? Ooh, I think that's a sticker. It's like a fake ticket. Ooh, I think these are postcards. Oh, is it for every era? I think it's for every era. To activate your device, remove this tab on show day. I would say this merch box is not necessarily worth a lot, but part of me is like, it's really the thought that counts, and I can tell like attention to detail has been put into this box, so I appreciate it. I am so excited. Oh, I don't even think I showed the vlog, but I got my nails done, and I don't know if you can notice, but they are the album colors. It's Taylor Swift Day! Welcome to the Taylor Swift vlog. We're gonna try to get to Soldier Field a little early to stand in line for merch. If I'm low energy right now, it's because I'm tired and haven't had coffee yet. I'm excited though. Are you excited?
Yes.
So excited. This shirt design. Forget sunscreen.
We used to have each other's playlists. No, no. Used to be each other's best friends. Yeah. And now we go our separate pathways.
This is the outfit inspired by Midnight with all the stars. So can't even see that. And even the eye makeup. Okay, gonna run to the bathroom and then we're gonna go. The rest of the footage quality is probably not gonna be as good as right now because I'm gonna be filming on my phone. I'm sorry in advance, but you've been warned, so we'll see you out there.
But your heart's still in mine. Yeah. And maybe we could try it next week.
Are you excited? If I got my merch. How's my makeup doing? I feel like it's maybe melted off. Yeah, a little bit. That's okay. It still looks good.
Hands under covers alone.
Put on a break. Yeah. Coming around now.
Thank you guys. My name is Owen with 2 names. Make sure you follow me, follow my journey.
Tell me where you've been at since the break. I'm sorry that I blamed you. Things you can't control, I've been in a daze. But love will hold on to you, so you could see me through. Though you still deserve better. You stick with me, 'cause every Together, me and you forever.
Chicago, Illinois, you're making me feel excellent right now. I mean, just looking out at this stunning, magnificent crowd. I can't lie, it might be going to my head a little bit. Like, it's making me feel so just powerful, you know what I mean? You're out here making me feel like I get to play a sold out show tonight at Soldier Field. I guess what I'm trying to say is you're making me feel like I'm the man. That would be complex. How cool. They say I played the field before I found someone to compare to. And that would be okay for me to do. Every conquest I had made would make me more of a boss to you. I'd be a fearless leader. I'd be an alpha type. When everyone believes ya. What's that like? I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Wondering if I'd get there quicker if I was a man. And I'm so sick of running without me. If I was a man, then I'd be the man. I'd be the man. The shade never made anybody less than so. You need to calm down. You're being too loud. And I'm just like, you need to just stop. Can you just not step on his gown? You need to calm down. What an absolute honor, thrill, and a delight it is to say these words to you tonight. Chicago, Illinois, welcome to the Eras Tour. I'm really excited that you and we're about to go on a little journey together. We're going to be traveling back in time through 17 years of music that I've been lucky enough to make, and you've been kind enough to care about. We're going to be doing this one era at a time. So here's my goal for the end of the night, right? These songs may have started out being about something that happened to me in my life, something I felt at one point. But by the time you're walking out of here tonight, I hope you'll think of these songs and you'll remember the memories that we made here tonight on Friday night at Soldier Field. How does that sound? And by the way, I'll be your host this evening. My name's Taylor. The Christmas lights until January. It's our place, we make the rules. And I love you 27 years. Waiting for the signal, and I'll meet you after dark. Like the water when it's ship rolling at night. Rough on the surface, but you cut through like a knife. If it wasn't for your case, never would have known by the look on your face. Lost in the current like a priceless one. The more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray, I follow. I'm begging for you to take my hand, back my plans, that's my man. Life was a willow and it bent right to your hands. On the pillow I can feel you sneaking in, as if it were a mythical thing.
Well, first things first, happy Pride Month, everyone. I wish that every place was safe and beautiful for people in the LGBTQ community. I really wish that. Because, we can't talk about Pride Month without talking about pain. There, right now, and recently, and in the recent years, there have been so many harmful pieces of legislation that have put people in the LGBTQ and queer community at risk. It's painful for everyone, every ally, every loved one, every person in these communities, and that's why I'm always posting. This is when the midterms are. This is when these important key primaries are. Because we can support as much as we want during Pride Month, but if we're not doing our research on these elected officials, are they advocates? Are they allies? Are they protectors of equality? Do I want to vote for them? I love you guys so much, and happy Pride Month, and I adore you, I really do. Your mom's ring in your pocket, or a picture in your wallet. You won't remember all my champagne problems. You won't remember all my champagne problems. God. Thank you. That was incredibly loud. Like incredibly loud. You should be so impressed with yourselves that you can make that much noise. Thank you so much. That was really beautiful. I love you.
Like vanished when I saw your face. All I can say is I was enchanted to meet you. It was like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes. Yeah. Feels like a perfect night for breakfast at midnight. Fun love with strangers. Yeah. We're happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. Oh yeah. Tonight, we'll be together, got the deadlines this time. I know about you. I'm feeling 22. Everything will be alright if you keep me next to you. This is it, I've had enough. Just like we hadn't seen each other in a month. His passion needed space. What? Then you come around again and say, baby, I miss you and I swear I'm gonna change. Trust me, never had that lasted for a day. I say I hate you, we break up. You call me, I love you. Called it off again last night, but this time I'm telling you, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. We are never, ever, ever getting back together.
Yeah, there's a song that's on Red, my version, that I wanted to play for you now. If you have like 10 minutes to spare.
Maybe we got lost in translation. Maybe I asked for too much. Maybe this thing was a masterpiece. We tore it all up, running scared. I was there, I remember it all too well. Call me up again just to break me like a promise. So casually cruel in the name of being honest. Now I'm crumpled up, piece of paper lying here since I remember it. They say all's well that ends well, and I win and you well every time. You double cross my line, said we had it closer in age, maybe it would have been fine. That made me want to die. You asked me what she never needed, never lovely jewel. Shine reflects on you. But we've been in the party bathroom, some actress asking me what happened to. That's what happened.
Then say you'll remember me, standing in a nice dress, staring at the sunset. Or you could begin at the beginning. And in that case, please picture me in the trees. Love you to the moon and to Saturn. Passed down like folk songs. The love lasts so long.
I'm doing good, I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no. I thought I saw you at the bus stop, I didn't go. I hit the ground running, you should another day waking up alone. We were something, don't you think so? Roaring 20s, tossing pennies in the pool. And if my wishes came true, it would have been you. In my defense, I have none. But never leaving well enough alone. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. 'Cause there's temptation to ask you if one thing had been different. Would everything be different today? We were something, don't you think so? Rosy glowing with your chosen family. And it would have been sweet if it could have been me. In my defense, I have none. Been digging up the grave another time. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one.
So we've brought the folklore cabin to Chicago.
And they said, there goes the last great American dynasty. Who knows if she never showed up what could have been? There goes the maddest woman this town has ever seen. She had a marvelous time ruining everything. There goes the loudest woman this town has ever seen. Life sound was a wasteland, full of cages, full of fences, pageant queens and big pretenders. But for some it was paradise. My boy was a monster, slow motion, love potion, jumping off into the ocean. I broke his heart 'cause he was nice. He was sunshine, I was midnight. He wanted a comfortable, I wanted that. He wanted a bride, I was thinking my own. Just for that freedom, he stayed there safe. All I made a change like midnight. Like a ghost. But for him, it's every day. What's the girl gotta do? What's the girl gotta do? That's the leaving still be jewels. When I walk in the room, I can feel it, the whole place shimmer. Now you're mine. Yeah, you did smile. 'Cause I'm a mastermind. We love you so much, Chicago. Do you have time for one more song? You don't have energy for that? track you down, step by step from time to time. Sweet like justice, karma is a queen. I'll take all my friends to somewhere. There's a guy on the scene. Come and say hi to me. Karma is a boyfriend. Karma is a vibe. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious? For you it's not. Sweet like honey. Karma is a cat. Living in my life 'cause it loves me. Cousin every goddamn acrobat. Me and Karma vibe like that. Karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a
I'm going to sleep, / I'm going to take my makeup off. I'm not going to talk about my experience until tomorrow, so if you're interested, stay tuned. If not, hope you enjoy the vlog. Oh my god, my feet. Okay. Midnight. Oh, can you get the light? I thought I'd just quickly recap my experience and share some things that I wish I had been told about the entire thing. I'm going to be talking in mostly generalizations because obviously every stadium and every experience is going to be a little different. So just FYI, but let's talk about the experience first. It was amazing. Sometimes it's really hard to tell if an artist is gonna sound exactly the same as on their songs online, and she really does. If anything, she sounds more powerful. And obviously the entire stage experience was amazing. I could tell she put a lot of thought into like the visuals, into her different eras. Like you could definitely visibly see what era we were in based on the outfits she was wearing. And obviously, if you know her music, you'll also know the songs. So, you know, there's that if it's not obvious from the outfits. So let's talk about the stuff that I wish I had known / things that would be helpful for you if you're going to any of the upcoming shows. So the first one is merch. Obviously, they have that giant tour bus of merch that you've probably seen on social media. And I didn't even see that bus until I was lining up, and only because I walked past it. For the Chicago shows, they had different little merch stations around the stadium because the expectation was that you could only enter through the corresponding gate that your ticket of where you're seating. So there was like little stations. I'm not sure if that's the same for other stadiums, but that was helpful in standing in a smaller line. There is merch inside the stadium, but I always found that the merch lines for inside the stadium kind of looked longer than what it was outside, and maybe because of timing, everyone was like rushing to get in, so they might have left the merch line outside. But if you were in line outside and the doors open at 4:30, I would say stick to your line, because she does not go on until 7:50. Like, she did not go on for us until 7:50, and Google was saying that like she goes on anytime between 7:50 to 8. So even though doors open at 4:30, we got in. When did we get in? Like 4:45-ish probably. Yeah, we were at our seat by 5. We sat there until 8 o'clock. So stay in your merch line. Like, doors opening, don't freak out. Like, it's not like she's going on immediately at 6:30 on the dot. What's up? I will say that gray crew neck, by the time we got there, so we got to the merch line outside at 2 to 2:30, maybe more like 2:15. And the gray crew neck, they were all out of mediums, which is fine. I wanted a large, so it was perfect. It looked like they had plenty of inventory, even though like that morning I had seen quite a few people go by with bags already. Just FYI, if you're looking for your perfect size, either go the day before, because every merch truck is there the day before the Friday show to make sure you get your size, or go really early in the morning because I'm assuming they restock every day for every size. The gray crew neck does run a little oversized. I know I just said I bought a large. I'm probably a bit better medium. It is a little extra oversized, but not so oversized, not so oversized that I feel like I'm drowning in it. So I would say if you want that oversized look, I think it's perfectly fine to go a size up. I haven't tried on the hoodie yet. The hoodie I did get in a medium because I did not want that to be oversized. So I'll let you know on the screen how it fits. Getting into the stadium, this is where I'm going to start talking about generalizations. So I was reading the list of like prohibited items, and they said no metal water bottles. So I was like, okay, a plastic water bottle should be fine because they also have like hydration stations, and brought them through security. They said they don't accept water. So we had to toss our water bottles, which I was really bummed about, because by the time we got through security and they scanned our tickets, we were told that we couldn't actually go in until 4:30. And I was like, okay, well then I just threw away my water for no reason. I did sneak in a granola bar, like in between my stuff. They did not really look that closely, I will say. And I think part of it is probably because there was just so much people. They probably just didn't want to hold that up. They really just looked at whether or not your bag fit the sizing guide. I saw quite a few instances of people having to throw away their stuff. So the first one, you would think every clear bag is okay, but clear fanny packs for some reason are not allowed. Like the lady in front of me had to throw away her fanny pack. She was given a plastic bag, and I was like, but it's a clear bag. So, and by the way, I've never been to a stadium concert. I've also never really like been in a stadium like that. So for me, that was a new experience. And then there was another lady, I hope she didn't have to throw hers away because that would suck. She had like a Stella McCartney x Taylor Swift like camera bag, and they were like, you can't bring that in. And I was like, first of all, the bag, it's a camera bag. The camera bag was like yay big, and it definitely fit the size. So I was very confused by the whole thing. So anyways, I hope she didn't have to throw it in because I walked out before like there was any resolution in that. So just be very careful with the size of your bag, the type of bag you bring. I did see some people with like clutches and like small backpacks trying to get in. I don't know if they ever got in, but I did see quite a few what I would expect bags that would not be allowed in. So to be entirely honest, I would just say err on the side of safety. And then if you're going with someone else and you bought the tickets or they bought the tickets, make sure you ticket transfer through the Ticketmaster app. And the reason for that is, for me, there were stadium employees situated outside every section, and they would check your ticket every time you went in. So if you're sitting there and you or your friend or your significant other is going to the bathroom, they're going to need a ticket to go back in. They did loosen that up, I think, once the majority of people were seated, but I would just say, again, err on the side of safety. Our show in Chicago had 2 opening acts, Owen and Girl in Red. Both were amazing. Owen started at 6:30, so like 6:45. 7 o'clock, Girl in Red came on. I felt like the Girl in Red opening was a little longer than Owen, so I would probably say that went on until like 7:25, and then there was like a 10-minute break. And then like the countdown, and that's the other thing, there's a countdown. The countdown is for 2.5 minutes. So you have 2.5 minutes to get to your seat. And then obviously the moment the countdown begins, everyone's up. So that's the other thing. Wear comfortable shoes. I cannot tell you how many girls I saw walk out at 11:30 p.m. limping. For me, it was funny. Not that funny because I've been there, done that. And also my feet hurt. But I was wearing sneakers. These girls were like wobbling, hopping all over the way. There was someone who was sitting near me who had a change of shoes, which I thought was the way to go, honestly. So if you are planning on wearing a really cute pair of shoes, make sure you bring a change of shoes, like honestly, or tons of bandages. I don't know. In my opinion, I would just say bring an extra shoe. Music, loud. This was my first ever stadium concert, and I went for the right person. She was amazing. There's a reason why I don't go to them, which is it's loud. And I have very sensitive ears. So I purchased for me and my boyfriend those loop earplugs, which I believe I showed a quick clip of them. So helpful. It does like dull the enunciation of what she's singing, though, I will say. And so I ended up taking out the little like white section in between that like dulls it even more. And that cleared it up a little bit, but still like dulled it a little bit. So, but I would say those earplugs, oh my God, lifesavers, because if not for like actual music, there were people around me screaming, like sobbing. And those earplugs saved me from listening to these girls like yell, like scream. And I understand it's Taylor Swift. I yelled too, but like this was like a whole other level. And so anyways, those earplugs, so amazing. If anything, it was great to be able to control what I would hear clearly. So like at certain points I took them off and just to like listen to her live, and it was amazing. It was amazing either way, but like definitely like, you know, when she was singing like Cardigan, like it was much nicer to hear it without the earplugs. And even then I only took one side out. I did not take both sides out. Like that was my max. So I would recommend those. It's not sponsored, but super, super helpful. Oh, the confetti. Okay. Maybe it was like my misunderstanding, but I thought the confetti was going to be everywhere. No, it was just contained to the floor seats, which meant only the people in the floor seats could go and get the confetti and at the end of the night. And that kind of pissed me off a little bit. Not like at Taylor, but like it pissed me off that they wouldn't let people go down from the like bowl seats to go just get confetti. Like to me, that seems a little stupid. If anything, that will help you clean it up. You know what I mean? Like if people are taking confetti away, like that's less confetti for the crew to clean up afterwards. Anyways, so that's just an FYI, because I personally, that was one of the things I wanted to do. I saw like a bunch of girls ask some of the girls in the floor to pick them some up for them, and by then honestly I was too tired. I would rather have just gone myself or not gone at all, and so I chose not to go. So that's the other thing. Her set, because she didn't start until like 7:50, her set did not end until 11:30 p.m. I will say time goes by quick. At one point I looked at my phone and it was like 10:30 already, and I was like, how is it 10:30? It was nuts trying to get out. It was so crowded. It felt like herding cattle at some point. Some of the girls started climbing to get up onto the road, and then security finally told them to stop. You're like literally creating a fire hazard. But it felt like herding cattle to get out. If you have the patience, if you're not tired, and maybe if you're driving, I would just say, just sit and wait at the stadium. There were like maybe like 60,000 people trying to get out almost at the same time, and it was just a lot. I will say it ended up clearing by the time it got onto the streets, but even then, not by much. I did not go to sleep last night until 1:30, just take my makeup off and get ready for bed. So 11:30, 1:30, like you're definitely gonna be sleeping late. The other thing is, because you're not allowed to bring food or drink, you're gonna have to get water at the stadium. $6 for a bottle, crazy. We got a bag of peanuts, which helped tide us over during the waiting period, and then we got one hot dog. I wish we had gotten food before the set started, because I really feel like that would have sustained our energy a little bit better. At least get the water. You definitely need a snack. And I will say, within the stadium, the moment you enter, there's like quite a few activations in the lobby area. So I would say, like, if you care about that, for sure you can enter early, but I didn't really care. I just wanted to do what I needed to do to get ready for the set. I think the only thing, like I said, that I would have done early is probably not have entered right at 4:30 or 4:45, whatever, because all I did was just sit there for 3 hours. And it was nice. Like, obviously I got a chance to take photos before everyone else started crowding it. It was a waiting game for sure once you get there. Maybe that is like duh to you, but for me, like, I didn't know that. I didn't expect it. I knew that I'd have to wait a little bit. Like, I won't lie. Obviously, I knew there were opening acts, but I didn't expect to wait so long, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Last thing, if you're visiting, even if you're local, make sure you either bring cough drops with you, because you will be doing a lot of singing, a lot of yelling, or have some sort of tea, like honey lemon water, either that night, like, or while you're singing, or the next day, because I woke up this morning and like I was definitely croaky. Anyways, it was amazing. I will remember that day for the rest of my life. When she entered, like I fully teared up. I was like this close to crying. I think if I didn't have such an extensive eye makeup, I might have let myself cry, but like cried. I would have almost cried. Like I definitely had tears in my eyes. And then I had tears in my eyes again during her playing All Too Well 10-minute version. Like, just like I listened to that song on repeat for weeks, and I think the moment of like being able to hear her and see her sing it live in front of me just like hit me, to like go from like listening to something on your phone to hearing it live in front of you is like, there's really nothing like it. So anyways, I've been yapping at you for 20 minutes now, and probably most of this you don't care, but I hope you enjoyed this one-day vlog. I'm gonna get back to Chicago vlogging, so I don't know if you're interested in seeing that. Feel free to stick around. If not, totally get it. If you're going to see Taylor Swift, have a blast, enjoy it, soak it in, film what you need to film, but also remember to like enjoy it, you know? Like, I definitely filmed a lot of clips because I wanted to be able to like look back at it and like remember her live performances. But even when I was filming it, and maybe sometimes you could tell the camera was shaky, I never looked at my phone. I always tried to look at her or at the screen so that I could capture it and pay attention at the same time. Have fun. Like, honestly, the tickets were expensive, but I would say worth it. And I really do appreciate her, because I think it's never a guarantee, is what I'm trying to say. Like, no, like, tickets might be expensive, but it's never a guarantee that the artist is going to really give it their all, and she really does. And I'm like always going to be like her fan. I'm not going to say number one because that's so not true, but I'm always going to like, I'm going to be excited. Like every time she goes on tour in the US, like I'm going to try to go, I think, moving on. I would have tried to be in the past, but I did not have the financial ability to do that. So this was my first time, and it was a great starting point. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
We belong together, me and you forever.
Taylor Swift, if you're watching this, I don't know why you would. You are fucking amazing.